United Nations is asking the world to invest $29 billion in humanity in 2020. So United Nations has released an assessment report called Global Humanitarian Overview, which is launched simultaneously in five locations: Geneva, Berlin, Brussels, London, and Washington, D.C. One in every 45 people on the planet are in need of food, shelter, healthcare, emergency education, protection, or other basic assistance. The global humanitarian community stands ready to help and counts on the international community's continued generosity to help them save more lives and alleviate human suffering in crisis spanning 53 countries from Afghanistan to Zambia. I quote, "Every day, the United Nations and its partners deliver life saving aid to millions of people worldwide," said Secretary General Antonio Guterres in a message to donors. Comparable figures show that number of people in need globally has increased by some 22 million over the past year. The main drivers of need are protracted and highly violent conflicts, extreme weather events associated with climate change, and underperforming economies. So, economies like Venezuela, where needs have increased the most in the past year, the United Nations sought nearly $740 million for Venezuela in 2019. But as the country's devastating economic and political crisis has intensified, that figure has risen to $1.35 billion. Back to the article. International donors have provided rising amounts of money year after year, but the needs keep on increasing. In 2019, more people than forecasted needed humanitarian assistance due to conflicts and natural disasters. Donors pledged $16 billion and provided $16 billion between January and November 2019. Aid groups reached 64% of the people targeted to receive aid through humanitarian response plans in 22 of the countries for which data were available. So, this is a really alarming situation, and the aid requirement keeps on increasing year after year, as it is evident from the United Nations aid program. And right now on this page I don't see any link to which we can donate, but as you can see, United Nations has a plethora of agencies, each dedicated to its own cause, through which you can donate. So if you are concerned about human rights, you can donate to OHCHR, or if you are concerned about children's welfare, you can donate to UNICEF, or there are a lot of other agencies like World Food Program, UN Refugee Agency, and UNESCO. United Nations Population Fund. This is related to pregnancy and childbirth. So I guess you can just donate to UN Refugee Agency if you want to help people persecuted due to war and violence. So people, if you can donate, please do donate. And this is really concerning and really alarming situation which we are facing because of the damage which we are doing to this world, whether it's conflict, war, or climate change.